You are now watching a Lucky Penny Shop product feature.
Hey, it's Lucky Penny Shop. Thanks for stopping by today. I appreciate it. And yes, you are seeing the Easy Bake Ultimate Oven that I had shown on my phone in a previous video debating whether I should get it or not. Well, that answers that question. I did end up getting it because I wanted to compare it to earlier versions. Interesting thing about this oven, though, is that there are no mixes in the box. Almost all the other ovens I've seen always have the mixes included, but it says on every panel, mixes not included. Another fun thing is that this dessert here was the next one in my Easy Bake Mix series, the red velvet and strawberry cake. So that fits right into the box. Now the box has all the other Ultimate Oven mixes on them, but let's just take a look. Ages 8 plus. In the bottom right corner, it requires Easy Bake Ultimate Oven mixes not included, each sold separately. Then you flip it down here. It says, look for Easy Bake Ultimate Oven food mixes. Mixes not included, each sold separately, okay? So that's one thing you need to remember. All right, let's check out this panel. Lots of fun-looking food on there. Roll up your sleeves and create fun treats to enjoy. And if they don't look perfect, that's cool. All that matters is how great they taste. Yes, I've said that many times. My items do not look good, but they taste good. All right, mix it up, bake it up, eat it up. And then one more panel. Okay, let's see. Here we go. Yeah, right there in the bottom. Food mixes not included, but in this set you get the oven, the baking pan, and the pan tool with instructions. Other items shown not included. There's the pretzels and the pizzas. We've kind of seen most of the food items that I have already made. And then here is one of the side panels. Again, food mixes not included. I think they've pretty much stressed that enough. Even on this side. Now we're in the kitchen. Mix up some fun. Food mixes not included. Each sold separately. All right. We've seen the box. We've seen all the tasty food and some utensils, and just interesting the way they made this box. The coloring is different than most of the Easy Bake items that I have shown you. All right, let's get it out of the box. Okay, so the reason I did end up getting this is because I wanted to see, for those of you who are shopping and looking for this item right now, should you get this one or one of the earlier ones, which are still available? Okay, there is the pan. I guess you just gotta pull it all out. Pretty much the same packaging as I've seen on all the other versions of this style. It's in a plastic sleeve. Looks the same. Okay, there's just another spacer down there. Let me just verify that there's nothing else in here. Okay. And then you've got the pan pusher. And the way they did this cord, it's been looped through this. Usually it's all tied up into a nice little knot. A little different there. At least I've never actually opened up one of these from scratch, so maybe that's just the way it is. Now I know how to put it back in the box. Okay, finally. All right, that's how. Here is the pan. No mixes. Now I have lots of pans, so I'll use this one that came with it. We'll wash that. There's the instructions. Okay, now the oven. Boy, all that just to get to this. And this sleeve, I usually just pull this off. And when I put it back in the box, I'll put this sleeve back on. All right, let's see. Okay, let me give you a front view. I'm going to say overall, it's pretty much exactly the size and shape of the other ovens from the Ultimate line. All right, let me see. I'll tell you what, let me go grab another one real quick, get it out of the box, and put them side by side. All right, here we go. Looking at the differences, there's quite a bit on the front. What you see on the right is the 50th anniversary oven. Now I also have the standard Easy Bake. I'll show you that one, which is exactly the same as the 50th anniversary on the fronts. So those two have the same design, okay? And what I mean by that is, look at the clocks, 10:15. The on-off buttons are the same. The light-up button is the same. This little window is the same, and then the shape and design are the same. But compared to the new oven, all of that is missing. Even this like lower section that kind of added the little style and feature to the front, you could tell they've totally streamlined this. The on-off button, the on part doesn't line up. This should be over here. It says 330. And then the lighting is different too. Watch, when you light these up, you could just tell clear. And the other one is like a bluish color. The burgundy one had burgundy writing. This one has blue writing. But the new oven has nothing in that little area. So you're missing this. You're missing this whole section. The knob is the same. This looks to be the same. And then the sides, all of this looks the same. Even the little pictures on them, the same. The placement of the holes, that's all the same. The backs, so I gotta unplug these, hold on. The backs are the same. Just one says 2010 and one says 2020. This is the same. Now I just noticed something too that's different. These had a little storage tray underneath. That is non-existent on this oven. It should be on the hot side. It's not here. Let's check out the bottoms. So they obviously had to really redesign pretty much the whole thing to get that tray in there, to take it out of the design. I don't know what was involved with that, but then that means this whole piece is a different mold than that one. So they definitely reduced the plastic, so which would reduce the expense, right? In cost of making it. All right. So that, the black one and the burgundy one, same, pretty much exactly the same. One, this one here they called the 50th anniversary, was the color, the black with the special design on the front. And then as you could see now, the on, see how nice this on button lines up here? Nice. Okay, this one does not line up. Off, on. And you can't turn it all the way over there. But I think that gives you a good idea now. So overall, they're aesthetically somewhat the same, but there are nuances between the two ovens. In case you like the style and design of this one better, then you can still get this one and find this one on different secondhand shops and locations. All right, that is the difference. Let's check out the mix. All right, for another quick reference, the pan pushers exactly the same. I don't see a single difference between the two. So it looks like they've molded them from the same mold. This is the one that came with the other oven. This is the one that came with this oven, and you know, pretty much exactly the same. All right. I don't think the pan would have changed much either. They probably had the pans. Yeah. Exactly the same. All right, so that's the one that came with the oven. That's the one from the older one. All right, the mix, right? Let's get this stuff out of here. Now, I showed this mix as well as other mixes that I have that I'm getting to try to complete this series. It's been going on for many, many years. I've probably done, what, 100 or so, at least. Easy bake ovens, miscellaneous ovens. Finally getting to the red velvet and strawberry cakes. And it looks like there's little hearts. This probably would have been great at, say, Valentine's Day or something like that, but I'm doing it now. Ages 8+. Let's see what it says back here. Red velvet cake mix. Okay, so I have red velvet cake, strawberry cake, vanilla frosting, pink frosting, and heart shape. So there's two colors of frosting. Oh, am I seeing it in here? It's hard to tell. They just show the white frosting on top. What's the pink frosting mix? heart-shaped confetti mix, strawberry cake, and red velvet. So red velvet and strawberry. All right, so here we go. Let's see. I'm hoping everything is nicely intact. I usually try to cut under this flap carefully so I can save it. I don't rip these open, but it happens sometimes. What else is in there? Okay, so my instructions and the mixes. Ooh, finally getting to this. Okay, so there is a pink frosting. Those are the little confetti hearts. Vanilla frosting. And strawberry cake. They don't give you in a red velvet cake. So pink frosting. And that's it. So I have one shot at this, really. There's no backups here. Let me get the camera in a little bit better. And then the instructions. Neatly folded little instructions. Okay, so basically I'm baking cakes. So yeah, do that, make that, do that, make that. Then slice it like that as you stack them. So what do I need? Okay, I need all of this. And this is what's included, one of each. All right, simple enough. Let's get started. Okay, let's see. Step 1, plug in your Easy Bake Ultimate Oven. Now I am going to give it the full 20 minutes, it says. I want to set a timer knowing that it's 20 minutes, so I know I am right on. Okay, clock, timer, 20, start. Okay. Now, lightly spray the baking. Pour one red velvet cake mix. They want you to do this before you spray that. I'm following these instructions exactly. It seems like a healthy amount in there, so let's just cut it and get it in. Of course, I need to sniff. I have to sniff. It smells okay. It doesn't look red, so we will see. It looks more brown. Totally empty. Let me break that up a little bit with my spoon. Hopefully when I add the water, it looks better than that. I guess it does. It's kind of like a deep, deep burgundy. Okay. Now, let me get I need to get my camera up just a little. And here we go. So, lightly, okay, pour 1 velvet red cake mix and 4 teaspoons of water. 4, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. And mix, mix, mix. Mix, mix, mix. Okay, now I see it. Now there's a red hue to it. Now if it says if it's too thick, add more water. And I think we're close to that being too thick to pour. And it says spoon the batter in. Doesn't say pour the batter in. It still seems a little thick to me, but let me just finish mixing it and then we'll make that determination. Yeah, it's not bad. Okay, I'm happy with that. Spray that, get it in the pan, and I'll have to wait for the... Now I want to get this edge here, make sure I hit the edges. Okay, lightly spray the baking pan with cooking spray. Spread evenly. Spoon the batter into the baking pan, spread evenly. It said the same thing for both. I wonder why. You're spraying. There's no reason to do that when you're spraying, is there? Well, let me switch tools. It definitely is nice and red now. little more. I know it's kind of close. There we go. On my fingers already. On my tray sides already. Okay, there we go. I'd say that's pretty good. I'll just put that in there. Okay, let's just tap it down a little. Okay. Now let's see. That only took 5 minutes, so let me let that rest a little, and we'll put it in the oven. Okay, so there's a few minutes left. The one thing I did not show you was the 2 brochures from the different years of ovens. So I figured, well, I have a few minutes. Let me just share that with you. So here is the 50th anniversary. Here is the new one. Now they do fold out the same, except the coloring and pictures are different. So this kind of gives you this information here. This one, this here like this, and then this has this and this information here. And then when you fold it out, this one basically gives you a general, let me get that out of the way. Here's the back. And then I will show you what the other side looks like. This one had all the baking instructions. See, because this one came with mixes, this one does not. So they redesigned it. This basic baking basics. No matter what you are baking, you'll always use your oven the same way. Follow these steps to help ensure great results. There's the baking line, which I've showed you. On, off, switch. Okay, look inside the oven to make sure the metal doors are closed. I have to do that sometimes too, so when baking time is done, use pan pusher to move the pan all the way through the cooling chamber. Be careful, pan is hot. Allow pan to cool in chamber for 5 minutes. When cooling time is done, use the spatula to remove the pan from the oven. Turn off oven and unplug when finished baking. Wait for oven to cool, then wipe clean with a damp cloth. So that is the difference between the 2 brochures. Now there's just a minute, maybe a little bit more than a minute and a half left, but I think we're okay. Let's get this in position, and it's definitely warm to the touch on the top, so I could feel that it's heated up pretty good. And then let's just do a quick check here before I do start. It's 16 minutes, so you see there's about a minute left. Let me drop this down to 16, and my jibber jabbering will take up another 30 seconds or so. That goes there, and then slide it in. There's the line. And start. There we go. Look inside. Door is closed. Do you want to see inside? So you could see what I see? Let's see if I can get you right in there. I might have to adjust one of the lights. You'll see a little metal door right there. Here, let me see if I can give you a little bit better lighting. So that's the door that you're looking for that needs to be closed. All right? Okay. 16 minutes. And what I'll do is probably at like 4 or 5 minutes left, I'll come back and mix the second cake. Okay, I am back. The good thing about having extra ovens is I have extra pans. So that pan is still in there. There's actually 8 minutes of time left. Ooh, look at that one. And it smells just fine. What a pretty pink that is. That one is cool. All right, break that up again. Same thing, 4 teaspoons. Yeah, it's kind of fun trying a new oven like this and learning about it. 1, 2. Well, let me just double check. Ooh, look at that. That's 2. This says 5 teaspoons. I just looked. 3. Why? 4. Yeah, the strawberry cake mix is 5 teaspoons of water. 5. They almost got me there. You begin to wonder. It's the same kind of powder, same probably amount of powder. Why would they confuse us like that? Kind of just pressing out. These mixes, the ones that are usually older like this, there's little nuggets that just don't break up even when you press them down. So. Now that one is definitely thinner. Let's get this sprayed. Okay, let's get the batter in the pan. Now, I could have used one of my other ovens, but I said, nah, let's not. Let's just do it all in the new oven. See, now that one spreads much nicer than the one before it. I shouldn't have to do much spreading. See how nice that one moves around the pan? Okay, let me scrape this all out. All right, so I actually only have 4 minutes, so let me set up to take a pan, push a pan through, and then I get to, oh boy, really? Oh man, oh, I made more of a mess. I get to, what do I get to do? I get to push one in, pull one out, push one through, put one in right away, which is nice. I don't have to wait for it to cool. The oven will be hot and ready to go. Okay, so the next step then, after the baking, would be to start making the frostings. There are 2 frostings because one frosting goes between the layers of cake. I think that's the pink one, and the white one goes on the top layer. All right, 3 minutes. Let's get ready. I'm wondering now, there's 2 minutes left, if we should just check it to make sure we don't end up with what happened last time and over. What's going on? You should go right in. There we go. Got stuck. I feel safer just checking it now because I can put it right back in if it's an issue. I need to get that. It looks like it's baked pretty good actually. I don't want this to fall, so I'm going to set this right here. I don't even know if we can see it. There we go. We'll just check it. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Nothing's sticking to it. I'm going to say that's good. That's good. Now we can take this cake, set it here. Now I don't want to happen what happened. I don't want what happened that happened last time. I had some overbaked stuff. Yeah, I think we're good. Yep. Okay. So now stop. I'm going to set it for 14 instead of 16. Start. Check the door. Remember we did that? Okay. All right. So I need some time now. 14 minutes. And then I'll come back and start the first frosting layer. All right, it's been 14 minutes. Let's see, maybe a little bit longer because the timer went off. I gave you a new perspective so you can at least see it coming through and where it ends up. And then when you grab it with this pan, the door stops it and it should allow you to grab it and go underneath. So that's how that works. Ooh, but you can't see that. Here, let me get this out of here. Wait, I'll tell you what, let me just bring it out totally. It definitely is done. Ooh, and then I'll just change. Oh, you could see it. I'll give you a little bit. It's got nice little holes on the top. It definitely looks baked, so. Yep, we're good. All right, I decided to, instead of start the frosting, let this one cool down completely. So I have 2 completely cool cakes before I start. This way the frosting is fresh. All right, I can move the oven out now. Let's come back when they're cool and start the frosting. All right, I'm getting set up for the next steps. I have my 2 frostings ready, my pink and red heart confetti, but they want these out of the pans and on a flat surface. Now, what does the box show you? The box shows you the pink cake, the strawberry cake on the bottom. So let's do that. Strawberry cake first. Now, I don't put them together. I just want to get them out of the pans. Run your knife around the edge. A little sticky. A little stickier than I was expecting. Okay, there's cake 1. Very nice. Ooh, voila. Cake number 1. And then the next cake. So you're going to put the strawberry down, then the frosting, then the cake, then the frosting. And then your little confetti pieces. Now, they do say wash the pan, but since I had 2, I don't have to worry about it. Let's just see if I can handle it. Yeah, very nice. This one seems a little softer, but still usable. A little brown on the bottom. Did you see that? Okay. Let's get those out of the way. Let's get these in their little bowl. Been waiting to do that. Our little confettis. Heart confetti. Ah, how nice. Smell? A tad of pungency. Just a tad. Now, it does say to get both frostings ready at the same time. So the white frosting will go in this bowl. Always to break up the lumps, you know. Just gotta make sure I got it all out of there. Yep. And then the pink frosting. Now the frosting, I don't even need to sniff the bag. It has a little pungent smell to it. Yes, I know, no words of the day. Although pungent is a good word. Okay, there's the 2. I'm going to turn the lighting down just a little. Actually, let me check where it's at. I've got this nifty little controller that I can use. I use this a lot of times. I can change the lighting, stop, hit play, lots of different things. Right now I have it where I want it. Okay, so let me get spoon number 1. I'll tell you what, I'll use a spoon in that one and a spatula in that one. A little piece of paper towel from when I washed it. Okay, so since the layer, I'm going to do this. I'm not going to mix them both at the same time. I want to make this one first, get the layers on, and then have fresh frosting for the top. Because they say make all the frosting, but I'm not going to do that. Just from what we've learned, spread one of your frostings on the bottom layer cake. So that's going to be we're going to do it just like they show. We're going to put the strawberry cake frosting, then the devil's food, then the red. So 1 teaspoon of water. Here we go. Let me just pre-check for any bigger lumps. Okay, 1 teaspoon. So they give you options. Do it the way you want it. You don't have to put this one in the middle. You could put this one on the top. Pick different bowls this time because it just seems those bowls aren't the best for mixing. These seems like they're, the way they're designed, are a little bit better. I don't think they're originally mixing bowls though. And I think I'm happy with that. Okay. So pink layer first. Let's move this guy over here. Let's do this, and then let's get the pink layer on. Let's see, spread one of your toppings on the bottom layer of cake, then place the other layer on top. Ooh, let's do that. Let's give you a better look though, as it's dripping down onto the top. Like that. Here we go. Can get a little more out. Much easier to clean them out of these kind of bowls than those other ones. Now spread. Okay. Spread one of your frostings on the bottom layer of cake, then place the other cake on top. Now what would you do? I'm probably gonna place it so this super flat side now is on top. There, I've got a sandwich now. All right, what's next? Okay, so now cut the 2-layer cake into sections as shown below, then spread your frosting over the top of each. Okay, so they want this cut. All right, so let's cut that. Okay, so that is washed. Before I mix this one, I'm gonna have everything ready so that my frosting is fresh. Now I was looking at it, cut this into 4. All right, so I looked at it, it's about 5 1/4 inches. So let's just say about 5. So doing the math, 5, okay, calculator. 5 divided by 4 equals about 1.25 inches. So let's just mark that just to see reference point. 1.25 inches is right about there. 1.25 inches is right about there. 1.25 inches is right about there. And that looks like it's about right. So let's just, this is not a knife, but it's, I think, sharp enough to make these initial cuts. There's 1. There's 2. Now I bet you, like in a bakery, they would have trimmed off the rounded edges and made everything squarer. Okay. Now they say cut them one more time, but they give you options. So let's go with option 2 so we get a little difference here. So they have 8 2-layer cakes, squares, or 2 cake bars. Let's leave these outer ones as the cake bars. Okay. And then make these in the cake square. So now I just need to cut these in half. I think I can visualize half, but let's see. So about 3.5. So I would say right about here. Yes. Okay. Okay, so that is what I'm working with. All right, let's get set up for the frosting, the white frosting now. Sometimes I don't know why I stop the camera, just to kind of give me a mental break, but I really don't need to. Not in this case. I'm going to take these now, put them on this cutting board, so I can wipe this one off. Okay. Let's bring this in. And then I'll decorate them there, but move them back to here for some presentation points. All right, now one. Here we go again. Let's not use that. I like the spatula much better. So I'm thinking if you made this white frosting, by that time, you know how the frosting gets? A little mealy. Ooh, that's word number 2, mealy. All right, so 1 teaspoon of water. Yeah, so sometimes I say, I'm going to stop, and then I turn off the camera, and I realize, oh boy, I didn't need to do that. I could have just kept going. It gives me a second to kind of think, all right, what's the next step? I also have to think, all right, well, I do have a big family, so someone can just walk in the front door, so I have to kind of time it to everybody. A lot going on. Okay, I like that. Now, let's get some of this on here. Let's get this cleaned up. I guess I'm feeling a little chipper here that things are working better than some recent videos. Okay, there's one. I'll tell you what, I'm going to put a dollop on each one so I kind of have an idea if I'm going to have enough. For the long bars, I'll just put that across the top. And I'll just save what I have in here for now in case I need to correct one or two. Actually, that first one does look a little thin. This one. Okay. Now, I'm looking at the box off to the side. I'm like, all right, did I do it right? Did I do it right? Did I do it right? Their frosting looks so thick and beautiful. Like a perfect square layer, like they cut it after it was frosted. I'll show you at the end what I'm saying. Okay, I might be able to just scrape a little bit out. Let's give a little bit to this one. This one. That one. Okay. All right. Beautiful. That's better. Okay, I'm happy with that. Now the decoration. Okay, 8-layer, 2-layer. Okay, cut the 2-layer cake into sections as shown below. Spread all the frosting over the tops of each section and decorate with heart-shaped confetti. I might do more. I just want to make sure I have enough to get on all of my little desserts. And there's some broken ones in here. Quite a few, actually. Oh, that stray piece. A stray nugget fell. Gone. There's only a few more whole ones left. So let's help this one out a little. One more. Whole one left. The rest are all broken. Oh, wait. Oh, I found one. And you know where it needs to go, right? Right there. Okay, there's my desserts. Let's come back. Let me grab my serving platter, and then we'll continue on. Okay, I'm about to do this here, but I'm in the middle of finishing up a little TikTok. Now, how I got them on this plate is actually on the TikTok. So if you're part of that, okay, so here we go. So I'm doing hashtag how to easy bake 2020 oven. Ooh, I didn't want to do that. I want to say, I'll show this. I'll play this video for you right now so you can see it. I just keep it in hashtag vintage toy. Let's do that. That has 11 million searches. And then, what do we call this? Ultimate oven. Red. I'm not putting any punctuation capitals or anything like that. I want to get this out there so you could see it. Red velvet cake and strawberry cake. That's a lot to put in there. I don't really need it all in there, but let's just do red velvet cake. And then let's get in there hashtag review. Let's see how many searches come up with that. It's kind of, it gives you all that information as you're typing it in. Hashtag review, 21.3 billion views. Okay. And then I always put Lucky Penny Shop in case anybody's searching. That I will capitalize. And somewhere I want to put in there hashtag Hasbro because it's their product. Hasbro. Okay, done. Now I'm going to save this as a draft. Next, draft, so that you can watch it.
And the movie is a reference to this.
No, that's a Jurassic Park. Hold on a second. Oh no, I want to go to profile. Oh, here we go. Here's the draft. Hey, it's Lucky Penny Shop. If you're seeing this on TikTok, I'm in the middle of a video and I'm doing a final presentation prep here. What I do after I make something. This is here. I'll show you the set. If you're a fan of vintage items like this is the Easy Bake Ultimate set. And I also, in this video, I show... Now, it's not really vintage, but I do show you some older ovens that are 12 years old, 11 years old. What I picked up. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to go this way to make these work on this platter. So that's how I got them on the platter. You're probably missing some of that because I'm recording on my phone at a different angle than I'm used to. Okay, let's check out that oven real quick. Okay, so this is the 2020 Easy Bake Oven. You're going to see this one all over the place for all kinds of outrageous prices. I picked mine up, I think, at Target, and that was the least expensive I was able to find it. Now, it's different than all the other ovens preceding this one, and I point out a couple things, like this on-off switch is not lined up. The way they set this, it doesn't line up here. The whole front is different. You got to go watch the video because I take. See, you got to go watch the video. The timer's different. The lighting is different. There's a. Okay, that you all know, but that is there, so I'll just keep that in drafts, and then I'll launch that before this video goes live. All right, so I get to taste one now, but I wanted to show you. Look at their beautiful frosting, how that layer is there. You could barely see the pink in here. You see it in this one, almost like there is no frosting here. And then they have their little hearts propped up. I did a few of them. I don't know. I just like them the way they are. All right, so that is what that looks like. Did you get a good look? That should be good enough, huh? So you saw the TikTok of me putting them on this plate. Now I need to try one. Which one would you try? I think I'm going to cut a piece so that I can preserve the look of my beautiful desserts. I will cut this much. This is all I want to try. There. I probably should have done that to begin with. So I had a nice little layer. All right, so anybody who doesn't like chewing, I am going to chew a little bit. I will try to chew quietly. Here we go. Smells okay. Tastes better than it smells, which has happened before. It's not very noxious at all. I swallowed that one. Oh, there's your third word, noxious. So now you have all three words. That is my easy bake dessert for this time. And then, I can show you what's coming up. The cupcakes, right? Let me grab the cupcake mix. This one. So I get to make cupcakes next. And I might use the, oh look, they have that oven and that oven. With any Easy Bake Ultimate, I have those ovens. I don't have the purple one. I've got the one in burgundy. And then that's the 50th anniversary in the back, like I showed you. All right, so cupcakes next. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed the video. I had fun making it. Later.
If you're looking for the item you just saw in the video, click here. Watch more videos by clicking here. Don't forget to share on social media and give a thumbs up.
Hey, LPS Dave.
What's up, Butch?
Make sure they don't forget to subscribe.
Oh yeah, please click here to subscribe to Lucky Penny Shop. And always remember, when you see a lucky penny,
Pick it up.